Question: what do these things have in common? The blue whale at the Natural History Museum, Cleopatra's Needle on the embankment of the River Thames in London, the Blue Peter Garden at Television Centre, and this pickle jar. The answer: time capsules. The blue whale and Cleopatra's Needle have things buried inside them. There are 2 time capsules buried somewhere in the Blue Peter Garden, and this pickle jar is a time capsule as well. It was only recently discovered. We heard about it when 7-year-old Jennifer Moss, who lives near Rochdale in Lancashire, wrote to us.
I go to Westborough County Primary School. In September last year we moved to a new building. The old school has just been knocked down, and behind the dirt stone was found a time capsule. My mum and dad remember a time capsule on Blue Peter a long time ago, and thought it would be nice for you to see one from 93 years ago.
Well, it most certainly would, so we've invited Jenny and 2 of her friends from the school, Emily and Ryan, to show us the time capsule and some of the things that was in it. So who discovered the time capsule, Jenny?
The people who were knocking the school down.
And did they open it?
No.
What did they do with it?
They gave it to Mrs. Moss.
And then what happened? Anybody? What happened then?
We had the ceremony of opening the time capsule.
Right. Well, Emily, Ryan and Jenny took part in the ceremony, and these things here are all that were found in it. So tell me some of the things that you found in there.
We found a Rochdale Observer in it and the Rochdale Times.
And was there anything interesting on this newspaper that gave us an idea of the time?
Well, inside it there was advertising of horses.
Of course, because they didn't really use cars much that time, did they?
No.
Anything else that you found interesting in the newspapers?
Well, there were a few good adverts, but there weren't many pictures.
So, was it hard to read because there wasn't any pictures?
It was a little bit.
But newspapers are a good way, aren't they, of giving you an idea of really what was happening at the time.
Yeah.
What about these things here, Ryan?
Well, this is an invitation to the ceremony, the opening of our old school. This is the list of the things that are in the time capsule, and this is a list of people that attended the ceremony.
Anything else that you found interesting?
Well, there were some bylaws, which is there.
On this blue sheet just here?
Yes, and that was just saying that children only came in the afternoon or in the morning.
So why do they only do part-time school?
Because the rest of the time they were working.
Oh, poor children, so school and work. Haven't we got it easy now? What about these other bits of paper? What's about this one down here? What's that?
That was the songs that they sung of the opening of the old school.
Do you recognise any of the songs?
Well, the national anthem was one.
Yeah, well, we still sing that on special occasions now, don't we?
Yes.
And what about this one, Jenny?
It's a letter of the teachers and the governors.
All of the old school?
Yeah.
It's all quite serious stuff. What about in this book down there? What's all that?
It's all the people off the Board of the Governors from 1901 and 1902.
Oh, it's all very serious stuff, isn't it? Well, these papers give us an insight into what life was like in Rochdale 93 years ago. But we decided to do a little digging of our own to discover what it was like for Jenny's great-great-grandparents at the beginning of the century. In 1902, the year that the old Littleborough School was being built, Rudyard Kipling wrote the Just So stories, and Beatrix Potter wrote The Tales of Peter Rabbit and Benjamin Bunny. In 1903, in America, the Wright brothers went into the record books by flying an aeroplane for the very first time. Also in 1903, a law was passed to stop children under 14 from going to work between 9 at night and 6 in the morning. What's going to happen to your time capsule now?
They're going to take it into the Littleborough Museum.
That's a good idea, isn't it, for everybody to see that bit of history. And has this inspired you to do your own time capsule?
Yeah. Yes, we've been doing work on it in the classroom and writing what we put in the time capsule, doing drawings, and then Mrs. Miles said we'll probably do one of our own and bury it.
What sort of things are you going to put in?
Well, some coins and a letter saying what life is like. A picture of the school and some of the work.
Well, I'll tell you what else you could put in. You probably could put a video of you on Blue Peter's Day. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I bet children in 100 years' time would really look forward to seeing that bit of history. Thank you very much for bringing in this fascinating information. Brilliant.
What would you think?